Hi there and welcome to the MPC Academy. In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through the process how to set up your own custom drum kits using the brand new MPCe Expressive pads on your Live III. Now, if you navigate to the load button, you want to make sure that you've installed the MPCe Expressive expansion that comes with your Live III. Now, to do this, head over to your user account and download the inMusic software center. Then you can simply download and transfer the expansion either onto an SD card, or you can connect the Live III via USB-C to the computer and drag the expansion file into the user folder mounted on your desktop. Once you've installed the expansion pack, you can check out all of the different preset kits that we've created so you can start playing instantly with the MPC Expressive pads. Now, inside the expansion, you have everything from acoustic drum and percussion kits, electronic production kits made by sound designers Audio Tent, one-shot chords, bringing different types of chord progressions straight to the pads, to classic drum machines, to artists and genre kits covering everything from trap, lo-fi to electronica. You also have empty template kits which we've created, bringing you all the different MPCe pad configurations for your kits. So let's start by loading up an Expressive kit, and we're going to go into our vintage drum machines, and we're going to start by selecting one of our 808 kits using our Expressive pads. So now it's loaded, let's dive in. Now this kit takes advantage of the 4 quadrants on each pad, providing one sample in each quadrant. So let's go to Edit and I'll show you the different layers. Now quadrant 1 means layer 1, quadrant 2 is layer 2, quadrant 3 is layer 3, and quadrant 4 is layer 4. Now we can edit each one of these layers just by selecting the layer. Here we can change the tuning on layer 4, or I could do the same on layer 1. So you can customize all your own samples. Now on this one pad, I got 4 different toms, 4 different kicks, then I have different rims on this one pad. So it's very fast to be able to make beats using MPCe Expressive kits. So let's use our new step sequencer to lay down a beat. Now I've already got my kick and snare laid down, so let's drop in our hats. So now I'm going to use this tom that's got 4 different tom pitches, and we're going to enter this into the step sequencer. And as you can see, as I select any one of the 4 quadrants, I can enter each one of these into the step sequencer independently. So let's take a closer look at some of the custom kits that we've created for you. So if we press load and we'll go to our MPC expansion and we'll go down to templates, here are all of the different kit configurations where you just simply drop in your own samples. So let's start off with our first one, which is 64 pad layout. This turns our 16 pads into 64. And to do this, all I need to do is drop my own samples into each of the layers. Now, if we press edit, we can access the layers and we can see each quadrant. So I have layer 1, quadrant 1, layer 2, quadrant 2, and 3 and 4. And we can simply select the sample and swap out the layer in that quadrant. Now let me show you the snare drum. As you can see, layer 1, swap out the snare, change the tuning, layer 2, and the same on the hi-hats. So with this template, it's very easy to get started making your own 64 pad kit layout. So if we press an empty pad and we go to edit, now you can see that we have empty layers. Just hit a quadrant and then add your sound. Go to layer 2, and the same for layer 3 and layer 4. You can then copy this process on each empty pad and create your own custom 64 pad layout. Now our next kit template is X cutoff and Y resonance. This means on our X axis, we can open up a filter cutoff, and then as we slide up on the Y, we're opening up the resonance. Now to add your own sample, just go to Edit and go to Layer 1 and then just add the loop that you want to use. Now this type of effect is also amazing using it over drum loops. Now let's blend this in with the sample. Now you can slide to the rhythm of the drums, add in motion. Our next kit template is lower 1/4 and upper 5/8. This means I can assign up to 8 samples to one pad. So I've taken this sample loop and sliced it into 8 regions, and then I've assigned slices 1 to 4 to the lower part of the pad and slices 5 to 8 to the top of the pad. So if we hit Edit, we can see the 8 individual layers from 1 through to 8. Here's layer 1, you can change the tuning. Now using this approach with sample chops really gives you a different type of vibe and the type of melodies that you can create using one simple pad. So here's a beat using these new methods of sample chops. Now we can also take this a step further by opening up our channel strip and applying a plugin to that one pad. So we can add something like Tapefly to add lo-fi and do all this in real time. Our next kit template is Center 1 and Edge 2. This allows you to apply a sound to the middle and one to the edge, which is perfect for snare and rims. We can also do this with hi-hats, having open and closed. We can also do this with kicks. Let's put these together into a beat. Our next template is 4 samples on XY. This allows you to assign 4 samples to the quadrants, but you can morph between them by gliding around the pads. Now morphing between samples is perfect for electronic production to sound design. Our next template is 8 samples across a pad. This means that we can trigger 8 sample layers just by moving across the X-axis. This is perfect for creating different styles of drum hits where you want different types of inflections across each drum sound, which brings variation to your samples. If we press Edit, you can see the 8 different kick drums that I'm using, some with slight variations in tuning. Now let's play the kick. We can apply this to a snare, and the same on our hats. Now if we add these over a beat, you can hear the slight variation every time I hit the pad. Now we can also apply this technique to vocal samples and stab sounds, adding variation. Now let's play the beat, blending these together. Our next kit template is note repeats. This means that you can just simply drop in your layers, and we've already assigned note repeat to each quadrant. On our final kit template, this allows you to add 8 samples on XY, which means that we can do 2 samples per quadrant, which is great for layering everything from kicks to stabs. This one I've retuned, and now we can bring this over a beat. Thanks for watching this tutorial about MPCe Expressive Pads. To learn more about the MPC Live III, head over to akaipro.com, and there you can watch all of the tutorials taking you through the whole process. Thanks for watching.